guys, welcome to my review of Batman and Robin. Oh boy, so where do I begin with this movie? Well, we all know this is one of the most atrocious comic book movies of all time. Yes, I do know that there are other terrible comic book movies such as, Supergirl, Superman 4, Quest for Peace, oh god, Captain America, the 1990 version, and plenty of others. So before I dive into this review, a little bit of sad news. Did you guys know that this was Bob Kane's last portrayal of Batman he saw on screen before he passed? Yup. How sad is that? So this movie was directed by Joel Schumacher. It had a budget of 125 million, but the production unit and everyone involved knew that this hot pile of garbage they called Batman and Robin wouldn't make any money, so they decided to make this movie with the sole purpose of selling toys. I'll get into that later. Alright, so the movie begins with a cheap looking intro. And then we get our first few shots of the movie. Bat nipples and shots of asses. Like, whoever thought that was a good idea? Jesus Christ. Opening a movie with close-up shots of detailed bat nipples? Oh boy. And then we get our first line of dialogue, which is of course complete garbage.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
Okay, so we also find out that Alfred is sick in the most obvious shot that just lingers on him forever. Alright, so let's jump into the scene where we get introduced to one of the worst villains of all time, who was a complete miscast. Yep, I'm talking about you, Arnold. And we get our first of many ice puns.
The Iceman cometh.
Please, show some mercy.
Mercy? I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
Did I mention that this movie is about 2 hours long? Yep, that's how long I had to suffer. It literally took me 3 sittings over the course of 2 days to force myself to finish watching this movie to prepare for this review. And we get this scene where George Clooney attempts to introduce himself as Batman but fails on every level.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
No, Clooney, you're not Batman. And for our first action scene, we get a bat on ice show, but an on ice show is better than the one in this movie. And then this happens.
You get the ice, I'll get the Iceman.
Yep, ice skates pop out of Batman and Robin's boots. And why the hell would you have ice skates? With this movie, there is no logic. So yeah, even the physics of this movie is unrealistically inaccurate, so
me.
And so the Ice Buns continues. Oh boy.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
So in this first action scene, Mr. Freeze escapes with the diamond that he wanted to steal in some sort of rocket, and Batman manages to climb on board. So Mr. Freeze then escapes and jumps off the rocket, and he turns into a butterfly. I don't even know. So Batman and Robin blows up the rocket and start surfing on air with parts of the rocket. Oh boy.
Thousands.
Freeze where?
Guys, I don't even know. Where do I begin with this movie? We're only 13 minutes in and it only gets worse. Alright, so Mr. Freeze manages to escape by freezing Robin with his cold gun, blah blah blah. Can we just jump to the next scene? And we're introduced to the most over-the-top Uma Thurman performance, where she portrays Poison Ivy. So she has some sort of plant fetish in this movie. Yeah, she has a plant fetish. Yeah, okay. Anyways, some skinny dude chained up like in one of the Saw movies is turned into this big green steroid induced person, also known as Bane. Okay, that's not Bane. Okay, that's not Bane. This is Bane. Bane is just a big dumb idiot in this movie. Thank God Christopher Nolan saved his character in The Dark Knight Rises. Phew. And so this mad scientist who works with Uma Thurman, I don't know, I wasn't really focusing on this movie. Anyways, this mad scientist pushes Uma Thurman into a bunch of chemicals and she sprouts out of the plants into a porn star. Yes, you heard me right, not Poison Ivy, but a porn star. She then tells Bane we have a plane to catch, and I guess they formed an alliance, blah blah blah. Okay. Anyways, we find out that Mr. Freeze has been stealing diamonds to power up his machine so he can freeze Gotham and hold them ransom to get money to find a cure for his wife. So at this point it feels like an hour or more has gone by, but I just paused it and it was only at the half an hour mark. Ah, God. So we get introduced to Alicia Silverstone, who plays Batgirl. Okay, so we jump to this next scene where Uma Thurman confronts Clooney and they talk about some uninteresting stuff which I don't want to get into. Okay, I'm just really tired of this, so let's just jump to the auction scene. Yes, the auction scene. At this point in the movie, I'm just questioning if this really is a Batman movie. God. So Poison Ivy enters the scene and blows her magical pixie dust or some sort of aroma, I don't know, that affected the entire crowd, including Batman and Robin. So she turns into a full-fledged porn star at this point with this line delivery.
Why not send Junior home early? I've got some wild oats to sow. On the other hand, youth does have its advantages. Endurance, stamina. Forget the geriatric bat.
So she auctions herself and Batman uses his Batman credit card, which is good forever.
$1 million.
2 million.
You don't have it. 3 million.
I'll borrow it from you. 4 million.
5 million.
That's a utility belt, not a money belt. 6 million.
7 million.
Okay, so Mr. Freeze enters the scene and delivers more ice puns, and we get another atrocious action scene. So we get more amazing physics put to screen.
Well, look at you.
Anyways, Mr. Freeze escapes with the diamond which was being auctioned but eventually gets caught. And we get a billion more ice puns.
Welcome home, Frostface.
You're the common cold and we're the cure.
Allow me to break the ice. My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom.
So we find out that Alicia Silverstone's character has a secret double life doing motorcycle races, and so she gets sabotaged in the race and almost falls off a bridge but is conveniently saved by Robin. And just look at this atrocious green screen effect.
So this is where you hang out.
Okay, so Poison Ivy gets into the place where they're holding Freeze and forms an alliance with him. So Freeze escapes and the next action scene ensues. So remember when I said this movie was made to sell toys? Well,
I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's why every Poison Ivy action figure comes complete with him. Try not to make a mess when you die.
I mean, who wrote this movie? Jeez. So Bane gets taken out by falling into a bunch of boxes. I mean, like Batman just hits him and he falls into a bunch of boxes. Okay, and Ivy and Bane escapes. Robin gets frustrated that he didn't get to kiss Poison Ivy. And yeah, okay, I'm just getting really tired of this movie, so let's just skip to the end. Oh no, wait. We have to talk about how Alicia Silverstone becomes Batgirl. So she watches this video of Alfred telling her what to do in this pre-recorded thing, and I don't even know. So she just becomes Batgirl without any training whatsoever.
And took the liberty to create something in your size.
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
Okay, let's just skip to the final battle scene. So the city of Gotham is frozen by Arnold, aka Mr. Freeze. So Batman, Robin and Batgirl have 11 minutes to tour the city. So they utter some rubbish lines really fast, thinking us, the audience member, wouldn't realize how dumb the plan is.
Gothamites are ice cubes forever.
Sunlight could reverse the freezing process.
We'll sunrise them for 5 hours.
Here,
But it's morning in the Congo.
if we could relay the sunlight.
From the other side of the equator.
It'll take the satellites about a minute to realign, but... Damn.
And then we get a shitty and suspenseful battle between Clooney and Arnold, which just looks terrible. So Robin pulls off one of Bane's tubes from his mask and he shrivels up into a little skinny dude back again. It's just weird. I'm not even gonna show you the clip, but anyway. And when Batman finally defeats Freeze, we get the line that made me literally laugh my ass off.
Hey, Freeze! The heat is on.
Blah blah blah, Batman saves the day and Freeze gives Clooney a cure to Alfred McGregor's syndrome. Oh, I absolutely butchered that. How do you pronounce that? McGregor syndrome. Ah, okay. So Alfred is fine and the end. Also, we get this final shot as if to say there's gonna be a sequel. Yup, Batman and Robin, that's the movie. A steaming pile of horseshit. Oh boy. If you guys enjoyed my review, let me know what other shitty movies you want me to review in my new series I'm calling The Worst of the Worst. Let me know in the comments on what I can improve on, as this is my first ever review. So thanks for watching and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Ciao!